Hello, hello, my beautiful people. Hello, body, mind, and soul. We are back with our pop-up conversations and we are getting ready for Halloween. Is everyone ready for Halloween? To make it a spooky or maybe not that spooky night. Hello, my beautiful co-hosts, Lorna and Michelle.
Hello,
Hello.
hello.
So good to see you. And we are back here with another conversations. Taking the mask off of entrepreneur real world and see what is behind the masks. When we talk about mask, actually Lorna came up with this topic because we thinking that what tomorrow is gonna be Halloween, and when we talk about Halloween, some people talk about masks. We wear different costumes and we put different masks so we can pretend that we are something else. So we give us superpowers. So, ladies, we are wearing, I feel like sometimes or most of the time, we are wearing a mask every single day, or we pretending, or we playing some roles in our lives. We have entrepreneurial role, we are a businesswoman, we playing the mother role, the wife, the daughter, and so on. But I want to provoke both of you and those that are watching. Would love to hear your takeaways on this and participate to our pop-up conversation tonight. When we take all the masks off, what is left and who we are? Or can we take all the masks off?
Well, the thing I like about Halloween is that it reminds us that masks can protect us, but they can also hide us. And yeah, we may wear many different types of masks, right? Like you said, the leader, the healer, the strategist. But yeah, I think beneath them all is um, who we are as a soul trying to evolve.
Mhm.
So, and that we need to, yeah, uh, take off the mask to see who we really are. Lorna,
Hmm.
you came up with this subject. What are you thinking about this?
I love it. I think it's fun, the aspect of masks. Yeah, to be able to like the question that happens every year is, what are you going to be this year? What are you going to be this year? It's kind of, oh, I'm not sure yet. Oh, I know what I'm going to be. Or, so it's this aspect of that there's a playfulness to it. There's what do I want to be this time? So it's variable, and so it's neat that way. And I remember when I was a kid, I was probably about 11 years old. My favorite one, and it's the one that I remember, was The Invisible Man. And for those people who aren't familiar with that show, it was a TV show, and it was a man who was in the lab, and whatever I'm not sure if he touched something, it made him go invisible. And so, because he wanted to be able to still go out in the world, and it's actually, if you go on YouTube, because I looked not too long ago to find out, is it still available? But because he wanted to go out into the world, he created the story for himself that he had been burned. But what he did was he took a tensor bandage and he wrapped it all the way around because he was invisible. So he wrapped it all the way around his head so it would show the form of his face. And he put on then sunglasses, and then a hat, and then his suit, and he would go out into the world that way. And so he in the story he gave with it, he'd been burned in a science experiment, and so he did that. But if he took it off, so it was interesting. I loved doing that, and I think in some ways, coming back to your story or your question, Adriana, is who are we out without the mask? And even though this is a tensor bandage as opposed to a mask, but it's kind of when we unwrap that and take off the mask, it's almost like there's nothing there, or there's everything there, that. So I think in some ways, who are we without the mask? It's just life being, and so put on the mask of being human, and put on the mask of, I'm going to be an entrepreneur, I'm going to be a mom. And sometimes there's multiple layers of masks, it's kind of like, okay, we take off these layers, of poor me, and, all of these different things. And to know that any time some of those masks can come on, and that there's not even a judgment even about, oh, that's just the mask that I needed at that time, or that's the one I played, or that protective mask, like you said, Michelle, right? Sometimes the masks that we put on to protect ourselves of, the mask of somebody who goes into themselves and doesn't go out into public, and sometimes that's for protection. And how does it show up in our businesses as entrepreneurs? The masks that we play, the mask that I've got it all together, or I'm perfect, and in beside it's kind of like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing,
Or that we need that to like we need to dress our products up. We need to dress ourselves up. We need to put on a costume of something, when I am like dead set that you don't have to be anything except your natural self to have an online business, because you can literally take the things that have been part of your path and basically the alchemy that you've brought to changing your pain into your transformation, you can capture that and put into, and that's what so many people here in Body Mind Soul do. I mean, it's natural for them, like so I mean, what I'd wager 95% of our providers here in Body Mind and Soul have arrived at their wellness profession as a result of a personal journey. And we don't need to, as business people, dress it up as something else. It's this is my journey. I can help you go through it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And Adriana, what about for you? What about masks?
It's as I'm actually in, you guys know, in the process of taking a lot of masks off, and it's not a fun journey. I try to make it fun. But the word, when I heard this subject, this theme for tonight, the word that comes in my mind that I want to implement more and more in my life, it's the superpower of transparency. What I would love to have the power of transparency, because it's, as much as people say, yeah, I'm transparent, this is what you get, is what you see, is what you get. It's the I tell you, because that's always me. I was like, this is what you see, is what you get,
Mm.
and so on. But it wasn't that. So for me, when I think of the mask, is yes, I relate a lot with what you guys said. When it's a mask, is most of the time is to protect, because when you put a mask, you try to be something else, either to protect yourself, either it's a form of a fear to hide yourself behind something, because you're not sure of what can cause you if you just show who you are. And it's coming from a survival point of view. But when it comes to my business and my mission, or who I am, or what I want to bring here into the world, I think is my next level of entrepreneurship and how I do things. I want to learn how to turn that mask into, still have those masks, because they are part of who we are, identities that help us. But I would like to learn it, to take it from like matte, like it to be all one, like one color, to create a transparency. So then the mask is still there and is doing its role, that is there for a reason, but also have the ability to be transparent, so the people can see through it, can see the mask, and they can see through the mask, and they choose which one they're looking at. They only want to see the mask, or they want to see through the mask. And I have both there in the display, and is the people choices around me, whatever is my clients, whatever is, the people I'm serving, for them to choose what they want to identify and correlate and build a relationship with. So that's something that comes in me, and definitely something that it's in the progress, especially now with the program that we're doing together. It's in the process. But what I realize with the masks that we wear, it's two things. One is to honor them, because they helped us in many, many times. Most of the masks that we wear, because like I said, they are from the survival, they were a need for survival mode. They are the ones that brought us where we are today. I give you an example. One of the exercises I did with the program I am now, I dive deep into a memory, and the memory was, I felt ashamed, because I was 14 years old. I was doing, when my mom was doing MLM, like herb, was called Herbalife or something like that. and she dragged me. I was 14-year-old. I don't want to do MLM and stay in front of people and speak. I hate it. I didn't like it. But as I was diving deep, I was taking that mask off to see what is behind that shame. I realized that that moment, me being shameful that I was there because I want to speak about it, to speak in front of people, that was the catalyst of my public speaking. That was the moment where I was terrified of being in front of people. But also because I was ashamed, it was almost like a declaration inside of me that I'm going to put this mask off on, that I'm not a good public speaker, but also inside of me was like, I want to become a good public speaker. So I never feel this shame again. And I never felt so embarrassed the way I felt in that moment. So for me, it was a catalyst moment when I created this mask, but also helped me to become the person I am today. Which, if you have told me when I was 14 years old that I'm going to be a speaker and I'm going to speak on stages, I will laugh in your face. But voila. So I look at the masks now as they are. I want to see what is behind the mask. Why did I decide to put this mask, and how this mask is bringing me a benefit? What are the benefits? What are the disadvantage of wearing that mask?
Mm.
And that's kind of, I want to look at the way we do masks now and how we deal with them, instead of pushing them away or just completely identify with that role or that mask that I wear, to look at it that it's just one side of me, and look at it, how is this benefit me and my business and the people I'm here to serve. So
Mm.
that's kind of how I look at it. A transparent mask.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, before we go, I gotta ask, what mask are you going to put on? Are you going to have a costume this year for Halloween?
Yes, tomorrow I'm going to a Halloween party, a Latino dancing Halloween party. And then I have a superwoman, what's it called? A superwoman costume. But what I want to create my own costume. So I'm gonna be a gypsy lady, and I'm gonna go dance like a gypsy lady. So I'm gonna put the mask of a gypsy lady. I'm gonna make a flower here. I'm gonna figure it out. So it's gonna be fun.
What
That does
about you,
sound fun.
Laura?
I'm going as a witch. Yeah, I think, oh, last year I think I did went as a witch this time, and when my granddaughter was shopping this year, she saw a sparkly green one. So I've got that and some
Ooh.
sparkly green glow in the dark nails, and so I'm gonna have some fun.
And you,
Well,
Michelle?
well, I have a Halloween tub. It's like a tickle. It's like Mr. Dressup's tickle trunk, and I have a bunch of stuff in there. But I just remembered that there is one where I have a whole bunch of teas. I cut up a bunch of cheesecloth and stained it in tea, and I use it to look like a mummy. So I wrap myself up and all the bandages, and I've got bugs and spider webs and stuff that I
Ooh.
stick out. I think that's what I'll do this year.
Oh, how
Okay.
fun. That's great.
Okay, so I have a challenge now in or live in direct, a challenge for both of you to post a picture.
Okay,
to, to post a
let
picture.
that'll be our Halloween challenge. Everybody in
Yes.
the group here, post your Halloween costume challenge,
Post
and
your Halloween costumes in the chat, in the group, and we're gonna post it or in here in the chat, and let us know what is your mask that you choose to wear tomorrow to have some
How
fun too
fun.
as well.
That's great.
That's
That's great.
awesome. Thank you so much, my ladies. Thank you everyone for watching.
That's great.
Connect with us. Let us know where you're tuning from if you watch this on replay. Let us know what masks are you wearing, or what mask you choosing to let go this season of time. And also, we would love to have you. We are preparing for our next micro summit. Michelle, you want to tell us a little bit of
oh,
next micro summit?
well, two things. First, not too late to get in on this Sunday's Connection Circle. So we'll drop
Yes.
the link to the Connection Circle if you want to come and promote your business this Sunday. And then on November 16th, we would love to have you join us at our micro summit on cancer. And yeah, that's going to be a good time. We've got a great speaker lineup, and it'll be a 2-hour free session live cast into the group, plus a VIP bonus section. If you are amidst cancer, need resources related to cancer, you can come get your questions answered from experts who have been through, coached on, have solutions for people experiencing cancer. So would love to see you there.
Okay, we'll see you
Great.
there. We'll drop the links in the comments and we'll see you next time. Take care
Mhm.
and happy Halloween. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.